back to sexual assault.
I don't want to.
I like that you had another lady. We talked about her, I think, in the first podcast, made some reference to her. You guys like to role play.
No. Us guys did not like to role play. She liked to role play, and I did what I was told.
I see.
Why are we talking about this?
I want it because it's germane. Because we're talking about sexual assault. This was a fictional sexual assault.
Yeah, she wanted to be assaulted. She wanted to be assaulted, not assaulted. She wanted to be assaulted on the jogging track. And I had to play that number and do it on the jogging track. It was horrible. I had to take her aside when she was running and take her behind a certain.
How does this go down? You're obviously in public. I
had to make my time. It was late at night. It was like 9:30.
All right, and you're in a high school?
It was not a high school. No, it was a public park.
There's a public park.
Yeah.
And you're running. She runs laps.
Right. This is not in Los Angeles. This is when I was home in Rhode Island. But go ahead. Yeah. And
is that true?
Yeah. She decided to run laps, so that's fine. Go ahead, run your laps. And
you're in Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, where I'm from. Yes, and she wanted to go running, and she thought that'd be kind of a good thing. And so some time was made.
Your parents?
My parents weren't there. My parents weren't timing us. Weren't doing laps.
I know, but so what? They're what? 0.7 miles away.
This girl was crazy, and she liked to be turned on in weird ways, and I obliged. And so it was one of these things where she just said, "Hey, what I want you to do is, it was when I'm running, I want you to kind of grab me and take me aside. I'll kind of force it off a little bit, but then you'll have your way and you'll win." And that became the number. And I had to do it, and I had to do it to completion, and then I had to kind of walk away. But it's weird because then afterwards it stopped.
Wait a second,
stopped, and I had and at the cars like it pretended like nothing happened, and I was like, I always wanted to say, "What the hell just happened? This is a gigantic thing that just happened."
Should we go to Denny's and get a grand slam now? Like,
exactly.
how do you?
Denny's may be your way, but no. We just went home.
Wait a second.
I went home, and since also, by the way, also the thing about my house, we're not allowed to sleep in the same beds in my house, even to this day, because of my folks.
So now you're off practicing this deviant behavior.
And then I had to go home and sleep in my childhood bed.
Yeah.
With my elephant and everything was there. Yeah, I sleep with the elephant when I'm home.
Wide range for Feeney that day. So listen, so she starts running laps.
That's a journey. That is a big journey.
So she's running laps. Does she say, I have to work up a good lather?
No, none of that happened. It's just one of those things where, it wasn't, the word lather was never used. I don't think I've ever used that word before. I'm going to run around a couple times and then you're going to grab me.
But there had to be the element of surprise, so she didn't know when you were going to get her.
Exactly,
right?
But I knew because there was no other place. No other place it could have happened.
Did you have to put on a ski mask?
No, I didn't do the ski mask. You creep.
What'd you do? A pantyhose over your head?
I had a Spider-Man mask that I put on.
Okay.
And so that feisty, incredibly strong web crawler committed a crime that night.
So wait a second. So you just bolt out. Are you alone? She's the only one on the track?
Yeah, it was late. It was late at the track.
And then what? You pull her into the weeds or something?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'll tell you right now, because it was role playing, but it wasn't a complete role playing, because I really think that if she was fighting for her life, she'd go for the eyes, she'd go for the throat, she'd go for my crotch. But none of that.
Did you rip? Literally rip the fabric from her?
No, there was no
loins?
ripping. That's the thing. It was because there was things that were pulled down, but there was no ripping. That's why it was a game, but it wasn't a complete game. All right, but there was no knife to her throat or pepper spray in the eye. It was none of that thing.
How resistant was she, though? Get off me! Was it like that kind of thing?
No, she didn't scream.
Stop it!
She didn't say anything.
No.
Except kind of like, what are you doing? She said something like that because...
Did you cover her mouth kind of thing?
Yeah, the mouth was covered.
You know what's great? I wish a cop would have come by and you trying to explain this. No.
No, we would have both... Oh, imagine if she hung me out to dry. Oh, my God. In Rhode Island to boot.
Right,
you don't want to get caught in the South. You want to get caught in Rhode Island.
What if that was a big ruse on her part? Yeah, so you got to be more careful. Maybe her real turn on is to be with an ex-con. And
That's interesting.
She has the cops show up, and then you get hauled off behind bars, and she has to come bail you out of the
clinic. What kind of life have I lived?
I don't know.
I let someone do that to me, or I had to do that just to please a woman. My parents made love 35 years ago to have a child who would do that kind of act.
It's perverse.
And you've never done anything like that ever. No one's ever talked you into something like that.
What, a role play?
A role playing thing. I'm going to pretend you're the shy professor and I'm the coquettish student. Nothing like that.
No, I just like to go in my jacuzzi and be left alone. Oh wait, that's not me either. Somewhere in between.
Isn't it funny? I'm thinking about the jacuzzi too. Him just that dirty body nude in that jacuzzi.